For sparkling tips that will make your summer move as spectacular as fireworks on the 4th of July. Are you ready? Whether you're a buyer or selling, many of my buyers are sellers. In this video, we're gonna cover top tips for a big sale. Okay, we're in Texas, so Mr. Sunshine talks, we listen. Let's take the rest of this inside. One of the best ways to give your summer move a bang is to be market ready. And in this section, we're gonna play a little game. We're going to play nicely together, both the seller and the buyer. This section, we're going to go over which spaces in your home will be the most important in the view of a buyer. And yes, the buyer's opinion matters because buyers buy homes and they very well may buy yours. So let's see how well you do. All right, out of these three spaces, which one do you think is the most important, second and third? All right, here we go. Living room, kitchen, primary suite. Take your time. If you guess kitchen as the most important space, well, guess again. You may be surprised to know that there are a couple of more rooms that are more valuable to buyers than the kitchen. You know, I don't really get it either. I thought the kitchen, you know, the hub of the home. Well, I guess we all have something to learn. Let's take a look at some more surprises that you may find. Can you believe the living room received top honors when it comes to what buyers are looking for? You know what? It kind of makes sense because the living room has really morphed in being very, very important. It is the center stage, center of the home. And this is why. Think about it. Think about your home. Your living room. You are sitting on that sofa watching television and you're eating. So your living room has also become, well, your dining room. And then you're tired, you had a long day, you drift off while watching television. Now that sofa has become a makeshift bed. So I can kind of see how living room has become and morphed into being one of the most important rooms in the entire home. Now this primary suite for homeowner, that's probably one of the most sacred rooms in the entire home. So no surprise, it is top rank. It's right under living room. Now, here is something that shouldn't be much of a surprise, and that's the dining room. 31% of the people said they're neutral. They could take it or leave it. And that's really reflective of what we see in a lot of our new construction homes. They're really taking away that dining room space because the dining room could be the office. It's just a flex space. But what I am starting to notice that some of the builders are bringing that dining room back in there. It may not be a full closed-off room, but they are certainly giving you that designated space. So no surprise, dining room did not get the top rating. Now I am surprised about the bathroom. 38% are neutral. I can't believe that, but I'm just going by what I see. But just please trust me, your primary bathroom needs to be on point. It needs to feel clean, luxurious. People really feel like they can escape into this space after a long day with no memory that you were once there. And the other important point for be market ready is the price of the home. You gotta price it right. And for my buyers out there, I know you're whispering to yourself, thank you, Tracy, for sharing this information because nobody really wants to inherit your projects, all of your vision of what that space will be. Just get the space looking right and price it right, because if you don't have your home in top condition, then please do not ask for top price. Ego is the enemy. You have a really good idea what you need to do. You have a good idea if you're experimenting with price, or maybe you're that 1%er, your home is absolutely perfect. For most people, have an objective eye come in and look through the home to stage your home really brings a lot of value during the sale of your home. So just in case you missed this, grab pen and paper and write it down. If you want to be ready to rock and roll, then price your home right and get it in the best condition and highlight the rooms that really matter. Next, access your power. Okay, so this is our money conversation, and this makes some people very uncomfortable to discuss finances. It's as if we are dentists performing oral surgery with no nitrous oxide, no laughing gas. But there's nothing funny about being unprepared. So I'm going to touch upon the sellers in just a moment, but first, I'm coming for you, the buyers. You have to take control and know completely what you're dealing with your finances. Credit score is just one of them. You need to be pre-approved. Know what type of loan you're going to get. I mean, do you actually go to a restaurant with no clue of the menu, no clue if you have your wallet or your pocketbook with you and anything inside? You just order up a 5-course meal and the ticket comes out, the bill comes out, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize it was going to cost that much. That's almost how ridiculous it is for you not to have control or know what you're dealing with. Even though you are pre-approved for $16 billion, you may not want to purchase that amount, but you at least have to know what you're working with. So get your act together. Now, sellers, you too. Some of you are sitting on a treasure trove of money based on the appreciation and equity that you have from your initial investment of buying your home even 5 years ago. You are in a fantastic position of making repairs, getting your home in fantastic condition. Don't go cheap on us now. You want a big return on your investment. So you may have to do a few things in order to get that. And if you've been sitting around just waiting because, prices have gone up, you're absolutely right. Interest rates too. But you're focusing on why you want to move. And let's be honest, you have the resources to get there. So your equity is your bang. And my next sparkle, tip number 3, navigate the market. Now this is important to buyers and sellers. So this time I'm going to pick on the seller first. Okay, sellers, just navigate the market. Know what you're dealing with. And remember, you have so much equity. You've got a lot of power. And I know that you are grieving that 2% or 3% mortgage, but people are leaving that lower rate in exchange for a new life, a new community, a new opportunity, and you've earned it. If you look at this chart, look at this chart. You see that more people are moving and accepting the higher interest rate just so they can have a better lifestyle and whatever that means to them. So don't handicap yourself or limit yourself by not living the life that you've earned and you've deserved, even if you're paying more than 3%. Okay, so this is going to be to you, Mr. Seller, because I know sellers are really buyers masquerading around as sellers because you're buying something. So to my buyers, this is important too. You are in a unique position of getting so many benefits, especially if you decide to buy new construction. Now, if you've been waiting all your life to have a nice home on the lake, near the lake, and there's not new home there, then buy your pre-owned home and love your life. But for those of you who, you've got some options and buying a new construction home is one of them, well, ka-ching. Talk about fireworks galore. There are so many opportunities, incentives that builders are giving right now. It is unbelievable. Okay, just for example, I was just at a community. They were giving $75,000 off of a home. You can use that to buy down your interest rate. How many points can you buy down with $75,000? Well, you may fall in love again with a 3% at that kind of deal. Or you can use it toward closing costs. You can use it if you're building the home for, options. Because remember, options, that's code for upgrades. And upgrades is another way of saying you're going to pay a little extra for it. But there's so many grand opportunities for people, especially if you're interested in new construction homes. But if you want that pre-owned home, there's some great deals out there. But we're talking about individuals. We're talking about people like you. Do you have $75,000 that you can just freely give away to incentivize people? Most people don't. But if you do, give me a call. Let's talk about it. And my last little sparkle, number 4, get clear on your goals. Sellers, no stat padding. And if you watch basketball, that means a basketball player does a little bit more. They do all of these little things that they're doing is, improving their stats, increasing their stats, but it really doesn't impact the overall game very much. And what I don't want you to do is find yourself sitting on the bench while everyone else is getting a layup. You have overpriced your home because your ego got in the way. I know your home is the best home in your neighborhood, city, county, and the entire state. But no one wants to buy your overpriced home because they're going to go somewhere else. And what you're actually doing, think about it. You're helping your competition sell, because now that buyer is thinking, well, I can get, the same home for a fraction of the price. Now, is that your goal, to help your neighbor? No. When was the last time you helped your neighbor? So the last thing you want to do is help your neighbor sell their home in place of yours. So just be really careful that you're not doing too much. And here's the other thing that many sellers will do. Maybe you wouldn't, but you might know someone who has, is they overprice their home, pad the price of their home to give them a little wiggle room, a little negotiating room, just in case. If you price your home right and the condition is right, that's going back to sparkle number one, then you're in good shape. You've got nothing to really worry about. Now, buyers, you are not off the hook. Stay focused on your goals. Your goal is to move into a really nice home, whether it's your first home or your miniath home. That's your whole goal. We're not trying to take advantage of sellers, and really you can't, because this really is not a buyer's market yet. We are seeing some leveling off. The playing field is getting a little bit more equal. On the seesaw, there's more balance. But this is just not the market where, you're going to go make some incredible demands, because if the sellers have been coached properly, they've got it priced right, and it is looking pretty darn good. So this is one time in the history of real estate, hyperbole, that both the buyer and sellers can actually win and work together. This does not have to be an adversarial relationship. We can actually both get what you want. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people like you sell and buy homes in and around DFW Metroplex. And if you're thinking, I want my summer move to be a bang, then you know what to do. Comment below. Grab a one-on-one consultation link, reach out to me, let's connect so we can better come up with a plan, a scheme, basketball, to where you can get geared up and ready with an objective eye, laser focus, to help you move to your new community where you can create your new memories and call home.